Explanation of how I'm going to do question 2. So I'm going to have down in my mind about there's no general doctrine of mistake, contract may be void at common law, 3 different types of ones, common, mutual and unilateral. The types of common mistakes are res extincta, res sua and a false and fundamental assumption. That I'm going to look at how it's so narrow with that, and then common law with equity opens that up, but they don't want to open it up too far. I'm going to look at equitable remedies, rescission, specific performance rectification, and the cases that I'm going to memorise are just to give examples of why, what the different things are. So for Courtier versus Hasty, that's an example of res extincta. Cooper versus Phibbs is an example of res sua, legal impossibility as well. Shake Brothers versus Ochsner is an example of physical impossibility. Griffith versus Brymer is an example of commercial impossibility. Taylor versus Caldwell, I'm probably going to use that more towards the start with Courtier versus Hasty, is res extincta. Associated Japanese Bank Limited versus Credit du Nord, South Africa, is an example of widening the scope of res extincta before machines don't exist. Then I'm going to show Soul versus Butcher, how it was voidable in equity, and then how that's carried on in Grist versus Bailey, common mistake in equity and rescinded contract. Then we're going to look at the substance of the and quality. So I'm going to look at Bell versus Lever Brothers, substance and quality there. Leaf versus International Gallery, substance and quality there, the Constable painting. Then I'm going to say something about how the courts don't want to intervene when it comes to business things. So we're going to look at Oscar Chess versus Williams, buyer beware, or caveat emptor. And then how the scope of common mistake in equity is being limited so that it doesn't go too far out in Grace Peace Shipping Limited versus Tesalis Salvage International. So hopefully knowing those core concepts. Hello.
Daddy gave me a pound coin.
Oh, that's nice. And there you go, that's the end of question 2.